How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. I wanted to do a quick talk about Warmonger. Just kind of give my thoughts on the character after the couple days I've been playing her. And kind of just give a general look as to how I feel about the character. And this is mainly because I want to take a break from the XP grind. I've already hit rep 9. I want to kind of give a little bit of time. I mean, me and my wife went out for a little while today. We took the dog for a W. We've been trying to stay busy. We rewatched all 3 of the Lord of the Rings. Well, the original ones. We haven't gotten to the Hobbits or anything like that yet. But I wanted to real quick just give my opinion on how the character feels and how it kind of, I don't know, how it kind of fits in. Now, I've tried playing every character in the game. Warden's technically my highest at a 69. I've played every character. I get the basic concept of every character. I may not like certain characters, like I'm not a fan of Shaolin. I'm not really a fan of Conqueror, mainly just because they don't really do it for me. Like Konk's looks are really good, but I'm not a fan of his weapon. I'm not really interested in a flail. If it was kind of like a mace or something, I'd be more interested, but that's beside the point. So, real quick, what I wanted to talk about is just how the character feels. Having the superior light, being able to go into a bash, is extremely strong. Being able to do, a level 2 bash, still get the 15 damage, and then getting your heavy hit here. I don't understand really why it wall splats, personally, because it's 35 damage if you just go for it, which if you wall splat and go for a top heavy, you're only going to get 32, so I'm not really sure what the point there is. Unless you're trying to get this into another mix-up, I guess, but I mean, it's only 3 less damage. You could do that if you're really trying to get a mix-up, I suppose. So the thing I kind of wanted to talk about is how my general thoughts, I guess. And I'll say the character, obviously, a lot of the moves were taken from Warden, which I don't mind. I would rather have a new character than not have anything coming out. So I'm fine with a lot of the moves being pulled, but with that being said, it also comes with the same timings. So if you've ever played Warden for any prolonged period of time, as you can see here, you can delay the heavies just as long as you do for Warden. So if you play Warden, it's literally the same. Same with the top heavy. It's the same timing. All your sides are the same. Your light into heavy, same thing. And that it feels in a way comforting knowing that it's just so easy to get into the character, seeing as I've already played Warden. But at the same time, during day 1, yeah, I got a lot of reps. I wanted to get to rep 8 so I could get the Apollyon armor. But continuing to play, I'm going to continue playing the character because obviously Warden's basically rep 70. But I think the problem I'm having is it's so similar that it feels like you're just playing a different style of Warden. Now, Warden's bash is definitely better. You have a back dash into bash, and you also have a longer reaching bash than this character. This character does have a long reaching bash, don't get me wrong, but it's nowhere near Warden distance. Warden distance is very, very far. The other thing about the bash, obviously it's the same exact thing as Centurion and Warden. If you do this level 3, it loses some tracking. Level 2 has great tracking. And then the level 1, obviously, is just to stop people from thinking that they're going to dodge, which is good. As for the skewer impale into the wall, it's okay. I do like that it's something different that we haven't seen before. So that's 8 damage, 2, 5, so 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you get 30 damage off of it. I mean, it's 30 damage. It's really not bad. One thing I will say, if you are playing against Warmonger and they get this off on you, so immediately the Warmonger, after landing this, can try to go for a light. They can go for a zone, something, you know, something quick. They can try to hit you with it. Same can be said for you. If you're noticing the Warmonger backdashes away after doing this, you can catch them with a guard break. You actually recover very quickly. You recover very quickly after being stabbed. So if you notice that the Warmonger keeps dodging back, guard break, and you'll be able to get your punish. I think the character, damage-wise, is very strong. 29, 35. Good damage. 32, 38. It's really good damage. It's very, very good damage. The side unblockable I haven't found myself using other than to kind of finish a kill or when someone's out of stamina. The other time that you could use this is when your opponent goes for an attack like that. Obviously you could dash both and then hit them. You also could do, if you're afraid of them going into an armored move, do a dash into the claw to knock them out, which is 15 damage. Still not bad. And it puts you right back into a interesting stance. So the heavy one obviously does more damage, but it's kind of risky. The other thing I've noticed, when you run someone out of stamina, if you ever get a guard break, you can just really fuck with them. You can do all kinds of crap. So like my favorite has become like something like this, and then you go for that. One of those is going to trigger a parry. I'll tell you right now. And if you do this, and as soon as you go for your forward dash, you'll already see the parry thing, knock them to the ground. They'll go for it. I guarantee you, there's so many people that go for it. I'm not sure why people keep doing it, but they do. And the max punish is also very good. You get a light, top heavy. It's good damage. If you want one extra damage, you could do a zone into a top heavy, and it'll do one extra damage, which also is not bad at all. The other thing I've been doing a lot, if I play online, is you do this, and then go for another mix-up. Because if you think about it, so let's say we get this, knock them to the ground, hit this. That's the least amount of damage you could take. I mean, obviously, assuming I hit it. So we're looking at 67 plus 13. 67 plus 13 is 80. Yeah, I can do math. So 80 damage out the gate. The other one that you can do, same variation to that. Obviously, you could throw another heavy if you think that they're going to assume something or they're about to get their stamina back. Or the other option here is you feint it and then you go for another one. In which case you can go for kind of whatever you're looking for. We'll see about how much stamina we get. I'm trying to make sure I have a decent amount of stamina before I do this. Because as you'll see, you may have to wait a sec actually to throw that top heavy. That thing takes a lot of stamina. There you go. Just wait a moment and then you can get the top heavy. So one way or another, you can either let it fly and get the damage this way, which is 35, or you can delay it, toss them to the ground, wait just a moment, and then throw your heavy for 32. So one way or another, it's a really good mix-up to keep your opponent damaged when they're out of stamina. Off a light parry, you know, you can do this into this, or you could also do that into that, into this again. And if you notice that the person's always looking for a level 3 or they're waiting for you to do something, they're waiting for it, you could just... Obviously, you would go for a top heavy there, but you could just go for a level 1. Or if they're looking for a level 1 or a 3, wait just a sec and do the level 2, hit them for 15 again. So I believe the character is good. Obviously, any character that has a multi-delayable and armored attack is going to be good. It's always going to be good. But that's not where I think... the character will be decent in duels. We all know that the character is going to end up being good in a duel. I'd probably give Warmonger currently an 8 or a 9 out of 10. With that, keep in mind, Warden's a 9 or a 10, depending on skill level. He is the best duelist. This character is pretty close to where Centurion's at. Centurion currently has more damage, but it's getting nerfed here pretty soon. So I think that Warmonger is obviously a good choice. Now, the other thing I really want to mention here, because this has to be mentioned, and this is why I think the character is extremely strong right now, and this is the Feats. I'm almost positive these are going to get nerfed. With how many videos I see of people, saying that these things are broken, they're not even going to play online anymore due to them, these are going to get nerfed. They're going to get nerfed. And I don't know why I see Warmongers using other things like Conquer. I've seen Arrow Storm and Tough as Nails. I mean, Tough as Nails I can almost understand because you don't need the damage boost. It's not needed, but if you want more health, I mean, yeah, you could take that. But people that run Arrow Storm here, why? You have one of the strongest fourth feats I've ever seen right here. Why not use it? I've even seen people using auto revive, but why? Why? So I'm going to go ahead and give you a rundown as to why these things are absolutely insane and how I'm personally using them, and it works extremely well. So the first one is the Corruption Blade. We all know that you just wipe your hand with some poison across the blade. It takes a sec to start up, so don't just do it in front of your opponent. If you land a parry, you can apply this before they hit you, so keep that in mind. All you have to do is land a hit within a certain amount of time, which honestly isn't too bad. Now, once you land the hit, it does the corruption, which I feel like a lot of us are very familiar with at this point. Once the opponent is corrupted, any minions in the area will die instantly, except for pikemen. They take chip damage, which, if you're playing against bots, use this. Hit an enemy inside the pikeman, in the middle of the pikeman, and then just slow wander away, and it'll kill all of the pikemen and the enemy in one go. If the enemy's teammates walk inside of the circle, they take damage as well. Not the teammates, but the person that you corrupted takes damage. And that does work for pikemen, as a matter of fact. So they will take damage while standing in pikemen, which is pretty crazy. Now, the second one I think it's amazing. You want to use this. You gain health on corrupted foes. So, to put it into perspective, if you get hit by, if you're playing Breach, you get hit by a Commander's Zone thing where he does the unblockable sweeping attack. If you get hit by one of those, and then you do a top heavy, you gained all the health back. I mean, this is some good health regen if the opponent is corrupted. And with how strong this character is, you're seeing 2, 3, 4 of these characters every single match. I mean, enemies are corrupted everywhere, and you're constantly getting health back. It's so easy. It's just so easy to get your health back. And that brings me to this one. This increases your damage. And to put it in, again, to perspective, if you do the second top heavy, the heavy finisher, it is 38 damage. With this feat, it is 50. It is now 50 damage, plus you get your health back. And that's just with the third feat. You're getting all of that already in one small package. And the level 1 feat comes back quick. It is fast. Now, when we hit level 4, she looks like she punches the ground or lets loose some kind of smoke grenade. I'm not really sure. I haven't really looked at it all too closely, really. But it explodes in an area around her, And it basically does what Corruption Blade does, but to everyone in that area, all the opponents in that area. So if you have 4 enemies on you, you're getting ganked, back up, slam this on the ground, and it'll affect all of them. Now, the fun thing is, if you have a circle and the enemies inside of it, if those 2 circles are connecting and touching each other, and the enemies are overlapping inside of the circle, they take double damage. If there's a 3rd enemy inside that circle, it's triple damage. If there's a 4th enemy inside that circle, it is quad damage. I have seen commanders absolutely decimated because people were trying to stop one warmonger, and they used this feat, and everyone kept trying to gank the warmonger. And the commander's health just disintegrated. All of their healths also just disintegrated. And then you see one guy like roll out because he realizes, oh shit, I shouldn't be doing this. That is how strong this thing is. You're looking at, I believe it's 10 or 13 damage each tick. On Commander in my last game, it was either 10 or 13 times 23. Times 23 when I used this thing, when I was getting ganked on Commander. I mean, that's 230 damage. Just for clicking one button. And I still get to attack during all that. And with all them being corrupted, any hit that I do does more damage, and I get health back. And I still have my Feat 1, so as soon as this one's about to wear out, I'll just apply Feat 1, do it all over again. This character is extremely strong. Extremely strong in 4v4. Especially Breach. Breach, it's a joke. It is a fucking joke with this character. If you have 4 of these, I don't know how you lose. Unless you're fighting 4 more of them, I guess. But that's my opinion on the feats. They're insane. They're absolutely insane. Execution-wise, since we're just going on a kind of general review of the character, I wish she had a faster execution. Just one, kind of like Warden's what's it called? Spinning Decapitation. Just something really, really quick. These first 2 that you unlock are probably your quicker, faster ones. This one's personally one of my favorite, just for the sheer look and it's the movement at the beginning I like, the sweep of the leg, and then the impact that you get there. This one's not too impactful, and I notice it takes a moment until she finally regains her stance, which kind of gets me hit a lot. Wolf Among Sheep is good. It's very, very long, but it's really cool for like duels and stuff like that. Humiliation, very, very, very long. And it's actually not really worth the health either. You get roughly the same amount of health off this one. So I would stick with this one. Obviously you can use it because it looks really cool. But in terms of health and in the middle of a 4v4 match, it's really not worth using. Same goes with this one. This one nets you about the same amount of health as the other ones, and it's kind of drawn out and long, and the final hit really isn't all that impactful. I kind of wish they made it a little more oomph to it, I guess. So that one's okay. As for emotes, she's got one of the best emote spams right here, where you've seen it. She just flails her arms up in the air. Over and over and over again. She's got one other signature where she steps on Warden's head. Rip Warden. That one's alright. Other than that, she doesn't really have too much crazy stuff. I kind of wish the ornaments had more options, like a head ornament if we wanted. They made it sound like there was going to be more options than there actually are for ornaments. And some of them, I don't really like that they take over the engraving, because if I wanted to go with like a bigger engraving, something like the wolf, or I'm not sure why it's on the side of her right here. That's kind of odd. I actually haven't looked at any engravings on the Apollyon armor. I guess this one's still just there. I gotta take that off at some point. I was going for an Apollyon look. I was gonna ask my friend to duel me with his Orochi. That way we could have the Orochi, we could have the, story mode battle one more time, except I'll be Apollyon. Unfortunately, there's not a sword like Apollon's that you can unlock, which is a little unfortunate. I don't have everything unlocked for the character yet, but this one definitely is not going to be the one that is looking like it. This I'm having a toss up between this blade and this one as my favorite blade currently. But that's kind of just my general look at the character and what I'm feeling. The other thing I guess I failed to mention is your perks. They're the same as Warden, so I just run the same things as Warden on mine. You can kind of run whatever you want. It's pretty standard Vanguard. She's very easy to play, and she's very strong as well. So, enjoy her while they don't make any changes quite yet. I'm really hoping that they don't end up making too many changes to her. I can say that maybe some damage values or something like that need to be looked at, but I don't really want them to hit her with a nerf hammer too early. I still think it's a little too early to tell exactly how. Based on the 4v4s I've played, many warmongers are very predictable so far, but that's because many of them are just here for the XP grind. They're not really trying to learn the character's little in and outs, how late you can delay things, and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see probably next week this character's true potential, or on like Havoc's channel or something like that when he does duels. But this is just, I think she's cool. I do, but I am a little disappointed with how many things were stripped from other characters and how it does feel like a cooler. It feels like a cooler Warden, but Warden still feels like the better duelist, in my opinion. But this character is definitely the stronger Warden when it comes to 4v4. That is for damn sure. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you're thinking of the character down below. I posted up the damage values for a lot of the characters, and I heard now that they're going to be changing it next week. So we'll be seeing what the hell's going on later on. And I'm going to be recording some duels tomorrow. Or is it? I might be doing them tomorrow or Monday, whichever day the double XP ends. I want to grind out the last of the reps for this character. And then, so maybe tomorrow I'll just get on and I'll grind with my friend. I pulled an all-nighter the other night to get her to rep 8, just because I wanted to get the armor for the video idea. Don't know why I did that, honestly. I'm tired as fuck, but it seemed like a good idea at the time. Then it hit 5 in the morning and it wasn't. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. Let me know what your opinions on the character are down below, and I will see you all later.